Salud! War Dog, 5 spot. We are now tuned in for the amplification. Salute to you, BC and the amp unit. Right back to you, War Dog. The War Dog. Make sure we got some fucking audio. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Make sure you guys are good. I got the Yankees on in the background. It's a long story. What's up, War Dog, man? Thank you, brother. We are now tuned in for the amplification. Salute to you, BC and the Amp. Right back to you, Carlos. Carlos, Coffee. Good to see you up in here, man. Talk about right out of the gate, War Dog and Carlos. Salute, BC. I had a gut feeling you were going to come on right before SmackDown. Had to have a little bit of fun, man. No question. Carlos, War Dog. Good to see you guys up in here, man. Everybody, come on in for about a half an hour. I'm going to try to do this for a half an hour. Christopher Blackshear, 199. It's time. It's time. It's amp time. Christopher, salute, man. We got a Starbucks vanilla latte today, man. I think it's good audio. If not, let me know, guys. I made some repairs. Who knows? 2 hours later. What's up, guys? Hey, real quick, man, I do want to try to get you guys in and out real fast, man. I know SmackDown's coming up. I just wanted to say what's up to you guys. I had a little bit of time beforehand. I'm on probably my 9th coffee right now, so I just wanted to say what's up and shoot the shit a little bit, man. So we'll talk a little SmackDown, and we'll talk some Darby Allin, man. This poor guy can't catch a fucking break. He's getting some more accusations thrown his way. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about John Cena, man. He finally put away his WWE corporate hat. He just told the truth for once. We'll talk that. And I want to start off with Adam Cole, baby. Ashley Steggles, $3.99. Crazy to think Cena is an AMP unit member. Brother, they're all AMP unit members, bro. You should know this. They're all watching BC. So, thank you, Ashley. Good to see you up in here, man. So, Adam Cole, as we speak, probably, oh no, it's only 6:30 Eastern. What are they? Tampa Bay tonight, right? So, right now, Adam Cole is in a meeting with Vince McMahon. And this is going to decide what he does next. This is going to decide his whole trajectory. Is he AEW bound? Is he going to remain in NXT? Does Vince McMahon want this guy? And then he's just done. Vince McMahon would never know how to use Adam Cole. So, right now he's meeting, because there was all these reports earlier. If people would just relax for a second and hold on to their fucking horses, you'd get all the information. People are jumping the gun. They got the first initial report that AEW offered him a contract, and they look like idiots because Tony Khan came out an hour later and said, whoa, 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 whoa. Interested is one thing. We didn't offer him no contract yet. We're still trying to do the Daniel Bryan deal and the CM Punk deal. You guys want us to sign Murphy. You want us to sign Bray Wyatt. You want us to sign Ruby Riott. Hold on, bro. Poor Tony Khan. This poor guy is hearing it from everywhere, bro. Now people want Adam Cole in there. Well, where the fuck is Adam Cole going? I'm going to ask the chat. Chat, thank you for showing up, man, on such short notice. I didn't even give fucking 10 minutes, really. Chat, where are you putting Adam Cole? Now, let me set up the scenario before you answer, chat. You have Daniel Bryan. You have CM Punk. You have Murphy. You have Black, you have Andrade, not even counting the ones that they're trying to homegrown, like the Darby Allins and the Orange Cassidys and the Jungle Boys. Let's not forget about Mox. Let's not forget about Christian. Let's not forget about Jericho, who's a face now. Where are you putting Adam Cole? Oh, Hangman Page? Guys, I just named 10 fucking full throttle faces that could easily be intertwined into a main event scene, into a title scene. Where the fuck are you putting Cole? I mean, if you're Tony Khan, you want him to sign him so badly. We haven't even gotten Daniel Bryan's debut. We haven't even gotten CM Punk's debut. We haven't gotten Murphy's debut. We still are trying to get Christian his title match. Hangman had to get out of his title match just to put Christian into the title match. Then, when do you put Hangman into a title match? Where does Adam Cole go, man? LGM says he's overrated. I don't know about that, LGM, but he's pretty damn good, man. I don't think I would have him in my top 5 signees, man. Overrated is a stretch for BC, but I definitely wouldn't have him in my top 5 if I'm starting a promotion. Sorry, baby. But where do you put this guy, man? Adam Cole, ROH, for sure. I love ROH, though. So, I mean, I'm a little biased to ROH, man. Him and Jay Lethal, what they could do. Have them in the same promotion as my Briscoe brothers. Fuck yeah, man. Clark Kent said, I got told to shut the fuck up when I said AEW needs to stop taking in ex-WWE wrestlers and work on their own talents. Well, Clark Kent, it's kind of double-edged sword because I don't mind them having a lot of ex-WWE talent because I'm glad that talent is getting their shine and AEW can benefit any promotion. I'm glad. In fact, I would have half of that company WWE X talent because they deserve that and the other half homegrown talent. But you are right, Clark Kent. At some point, you have to put a cap on that. You have to stop it because there's too many wrestlers. And now we're talking about Adam Cole. Everybody's all getting giddy in the community. Adam Cole is AEW, baby, right? Everybody's getting all excited. They're calling up their mommy and their daddy. They're like, did you hear the news? Adam Cole's AEW. AEW. Now, I fucking love AEW now more than ever because I want Vince McMahon to get a fucking shot right upside his dome piece, man. I want Tony Khan to knock him out so when he wakes back up, he pulls his head out of his ass and he starts putting out a good program. I need AEW to succeed right now. We all do. So you should not be hating AEW right now. You should be backing them. But if you love AEW, you gotta ask yourself, where the fuck are you putting Adam Cole, baby? There's no place for him. Can we relax for a moment once we get Daniel Bryan and CM Punk? If they're able to get Bray Wyatt, can we just put a cap there for now? I see Adam Cole's best move right now, stay in NXT for now. One more contract run, see where you're at. If he goes to AEW, how is he not getting lost in the shuffle? You think he's just going to bypass Daniel Bryan, bypass CM Punk? The talk isn't still going to be about Bray Wyatt? Murphy, we expect to fully be coming in within the next month. What does he do? Jazz says he'd probably go with Kenny Omega in an AEW if he were to go. Now, Jazz, are you saying with him or against Omega? And in that aspect, wouldn't he still be fast-tracking everybody else? JR9, what's up, JR9? Good to see you up in here. Cole with 100% get lost in the show. That's trust me, it's not that I don't want to get excited about the fact of Cole and AEW and all the cool matches. But guys, I'm the only one in the community trying to be realistic here. Where do you put this guy after all of this talent is about to come in? And now you're telling me Jungle Boy's not going to get lost in the shuffle? Fuck the WWE guys. Jungle Boy, Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy this Wednesday was already just on the sidelines cheerleading for Layla Hirsch. People forgot all about Orange Cassidy for the last 2 weeks. I'm asking the harsh questions. I know, man. It's because I want to see AEW succeed. I want the best for Cole, baby. And let's be honest, on the flip side, I know NXT is a shell of what it once was, but if they lose Adam Cole, I mean, they're about a notch or two away from just having to close up shop. The last couple weeks on Sci-Fi, they're barely meeting that 500,000 mark. If they lose Adam Cole, that could be checkmate. Yeah, wrestling is fantastic. I brought that up earlier about Christian, bro. We're already forgetting about dudes like Christian. We're already forgetting that we wanted Khan to sign Murphy soon. Because the talk has been about Punk and Bryan. I mean, Adam Cole now? We haven't even gotten confirmation on Bray Wyatt? It's crazy, brah. But everyone's all giddy. It must be fun to run a promotion without having to actually run the promotion, not have to make the financial choices, not have to put the puzzle pieces where you think they should go. Everybody's just booking for Tony Khan. Adam Cole, send him over. Karrion Kross is ruined by Vince, which I agree. Send him over to AEW. Keith Lee, he needs to be AEW. I mean, if these fans had it their way, Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso, they'd all be in AEW right now. Where are you putting them? It's wishful thinking. It'd be cool. Some dream matches. I know, man. I had to be the bearer of bad news, man. I ruined everybody. I'm like the Grinch on Christmas morning, right? Everybody's all excited to hear that a contract offer might have been given, and here BC is like, hold on, guys. Before you just offer him a contract, we might want to decide where everybody's going. But we'll see. But again, that was it. That was a fake report, because I firmly believe that Tony Khan is being 100% upfront when he says, hold on, we didn't offer a contract yet. Like, hold up on those reports. And that's his boy Meltzy, I believe, who broke that. Wasn't that the Observer? Isn't that Dave Meltzy boy? I mean, he's in the pocket of AEW. So you know if Tony Khan had to shut him up, then something's not accurate. You know, and he doesn't want to step on anybody's toes yet. Let him squash anything he has to with Triple H, and then we can do business. I don't think Tony Khan is the type of person that wants to do dirty business. I don't think so. We'll learn more about the dude. But I don't think he's the type that's going to do dirty business, man. So I don't think a contract offer was put out there yet. And right now, the latest word we got is that he is meeting with Vince McMahon right now. As we speak, it's before 7, man. They said they were going to have a big meeting right before SmackDown. What the fuck is Vince talking to him for? Shouldn't Triple H have this big talk? And then Triple H can go to Vince and say, hey, I would like to give him a little bit of a bonus here and some extra dates here. Why does because Vince McMahon is going to he's going to bulk up a contract, make it nice and fucking fruity. And then he's going to bring him to the main roster and he's going to job him out so everybody knows. He may have held us up a little bit on contract negotiation, but when all was said and done, I own him. That's what Vince does. I own him. And he will have Adam Cole on the main roster, losing in 2 minutes every week via the awe-inspiring, ultra-devastating Faroot roll-up. And you know that's true because we've already seen Karrion Kross on his debut eat the fruit roll-up loss. His very first match, and he's the NXT champion, undefeated on that roster. And he's already eaten the fucking L via the fruit roll-up. Keith Lee came back after 6 or 7 months. This guy's already fucking losing. Oh no, he did win last week against Karrion Kross. You don't think Vince McMahon will bring you into the main roster just to prove a point to Triple H that he is the boss and he needs to humble the NXT talent, which is actually just embarrassing them? So he might make this sound good for Adam Cole to resign. I don't like the sounds of this. I wish it was just Triple H and Adam Cole, not with Vince in the room. Because then there's a much more mutual understanding on firm ground, 100% truth being told, hopefully. And then Adam Cole can conduct business in NXT the way it should be. With Vince McMahon intact, man, there's no telling what they're talking about. It's almost like Vince is like trying to bait Tony Khan into getting all of these wrestlers. You know, like, let's see how many he gets. He can only take so many before the boat drowns and sinks. Right? It's almost like he wants him to gobble, gobble, gobble like somebody who just won the lottery and they just start buying mansions and Ferraris. And before you know it, their bank account is back to zero. They just won the lottery and they have nothing to show for it. It's almost like Vince wants Tony Khan to do that. And then when he gobbles all the talent and he turns around and he says, fuck. And Vince is there smiling like, good luck. Good luck paying that shit. Good luck finding roles for everybody. But Vince is playing a dangerous game because so far, Tony Khan has proven that he can juggle everybody. So far, Tony Khan is playing the balancing act very fucking good. Just saying, man. You got to give Tony Khan some credit. All of this WWEX talent mixed with the homegrown talent that he's trying to create, he's balancing it so far. My concern is once everybody finally does come in, Murphy, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, maybe Bray, you bring in Ruby, which is needed for the women's division. At that point, it might get harder for Tony Khan. He's going to need a lot of help. We'll see what the EVPs do, man. Cody and the Bucks and Omega. We know that Jericho helps them out. But that's the Adam Cole story, guys, man. That's the latest we know. As we speak, he is meeting with Vince McMahon. I don't like the sounds of that, just like you guys, but what the fuck can we say? Darby Allin, you guys here? I'm going to switch gears. That's Adam Cole. Darby Allin, man. I didn't know much about this Sitch, man. This female, I believe she's an indie talent, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong. Howley Cromwell, who is a past significant other of Darby Allin. She put this long post up last year about how she was abused by Allin or some shit. All these accusations. And earlier this morning, I believe it was. Could have been yesterday, but I think it was this morning. She revisited, so that was last year, and she said in that post that she was not going to name names. Today, she put out a post, and she said also for I'm sorry, hold on, let me get to the original post that she put out. Because she's coming back on, Darby Allin again, and this time she is naming names. So I want to get the original post, hold on. So she says, I'm tired, I'm so fucking tired, and I don't care anymore. Darby Allin abused me. He abused me, and I'm tired of being called a liar by fans who have no idea the shitty person he really is. Somehow, no one remembers. I'll never forget how you treated me like shit. Now, Priscilla Kelly sent her a message, a personal message that this Howley had put out there for everybody to see. Priscilla says, you should really delete that tweet. I know you didn't name names, however, it's not... Oh, this probably was the original post from last year. You should really delete that. You didn't name names, but however, it's not hard to figure out who you're referring to. Let me get personal here. I was sexually assaulted when I was younger, and I cannot stomach the thought of being in the same room as that person, let alone attempting to befriend their wife, as you did with me. There's much more context than you are letting on, and it's not right to potentially bury someone with lack of context and information just to gain sympathy for yourself or relevancy. It may have been a bad relationship, but there's no room for you to make statements considering it to be the R word. Especially considering you were the one begging him to be with you after breaking up numerous times. As far as I know, Darby Allin has not responded. Has anybody heard about this, and what is your guys' take on this, man? So this female accused Darby Allin about a year ago, or at least had to get something off her chest, said she was not going to name names, and then this morning she woke up and just decided, fuck that, I'm going to call out Darby Allin. Now, who knows who's right or wrong here, man? That's for other entities to find out. My problem is, you waited until this guy is reaching the pinnacle in his career thus far. This dude is in main events finally. This dude might be one of the first potential opponents for CM Punk. And now you just woke up and said, I'm going to ruin this guy's career? I don't get the... I don't get the timing, man. Like, why would this be? You just said a year ago you just had to let it off your chest and you weren't going to name names because you didn't feel it was right to ruin anybody. So when somebody's finally gaining the success that they've longed for, now all of a sudden we're name dropping? Carlos, because Darby is now important, so it's convenient. This is just like Velveteen Dream, WWO. Yeah, some others come to mind too. Didn't Johnny Depp have something like this? Where it was a claim and it got debunked. Matt Riddle just had a claim like this. Didn't Matt Riddle have a claimer and it got debunked? Because the second they say, okay, let's go to court, motherfucker, I got a lawyer, they shut up. Because they have nothing. Because they know that lawyer is going to dig into everything. And that lawyer is going to make sure that that judge knows they're a liar. And then it can get reversed. They can get prison time. So that's when people usually shut up. And that's when people don't want to go to the system. So they just send out fucking tweets and shit. Now, again, we don't know. This would have to be between them, but it sounds like Priscilla Kelly has had long talks with Darby and says, what the fuck are you talking about? It was just a bad relationship. Darby is like, what are you talking? Dude, it was just a relationship gone wrong. We both had our quirks. We both were a little loopy. We went our separate ways. Why are you doing this when he's reaching his biggest pinnacle in his career? I have no idea. Lethal's accusations, Iron Riaz, yeah. So there's a lot of, what about Enzo, guys? Enzo ended up going a little bit further until she had to backtrack. And Enzo got totally cleared of all those charges, man. I mean, we just named like 5 or 6 off the top of our don't piece that it ended up either being a lie or there was no truth found to it. And it's funny how people still want to just claim that, oh, as long as they claim it, then we should automatically believe. We got to change that way of thinking because we're seeing time and time again that it's actually not true. So it's going to be interesting to see, but we wish Darby nothing but the best. And that's the reason I wanted to bring this up as a hot topic, is because I hope until there is an actual finding or they come to the determination that there was wrongdoing in some big way, I hope this dude doesn't just get punished. And I hope it's not a scenario where it's guilty until proven innocent, because that's not what this country was founded upon. It's you're innocent until proven guilty. I just don't understand how we flipped that. And I think Darby, just like everybody else that we talked about, I think Darby deserves a chance to, I don't know, have his own say. I mean, to come out right while he's hitting his stride, I don't understand why you would come out and name drop him now when a year ago you said you weren't going to name drop. This wasn't about getting anyone in trouble. This was just about letting it off your chest. And now you heard that this dude's going to be in main events. He's possibly going to be taking on CM Punk. Darby Allin is starting to pick up steam and momentum. And then all of a sudden, Darby Allin is a predator or some shit. I have no fucking idea. It's befuddling to me, the timing, and that's what raises a red flag for BC. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I did want to at least send out that story to you guys if you haven't heard it. It's a sensitive topic, so not a lot of big outlets are picking up that story. BC is amplified, obviously, so I always like to touch up on those kind of touchy topics. Yeah, Enzo's still blacklisted. Somebody said that. Absolutely. Before I get into John Cena and him finally taking off the corporate hat and John Cena finally telling exactly how it is in WWE, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about Melina, my girl Melina, going for a championship. But I also want to get to some VIPs. While I was doing those hot topics, there was some VIP supers coming in. I just got to get to them, guys. Hold on. I'll get to it at some point. I'm on a delay. You guys know this, man. I can't. The tube loves to put me on that delay. By the way, War Dog and Carlos, thank you for being right here when we started this live stream, man, with those supers. You guys are the best, man. And Christopher Blackshear as well. Ashley Steggles. A. Merrick. What up, A. Merrick, with that 5-spot? Thoughts on people calling Mickie James bitter and an attention seeker? To me, she was just spitting facts, though, about Bray's release, NWA, etc. She has since told no lies, A. Merrick. Mickie James, thus far, has told 0 lies. So you can say bitter. I mean, when you say bitter, we sometimes, as much as we respect Bret Hart, you can see the bitterness sometimes, right? I mean, it's showing tenfold. With Mickie, she's just telling exactly how it was in that company, and she thought it was bullshit, and she knows she can do better, not just them. She knows that she can try to go to NWA and Impact and try to create something cool. And I like what she's doing with the all-female pay-per-view event or special event. I love what she's doing. But, hey, Merrick, she can get all the hate that people want to give her. They can call her bitter. Mickie James is speaking 0 lies, and I love how she came to the defense of Bray Wyatt. I love how she worded it, and I gave her many applauses while we covered the Bray Wyatt situation. Mad props, as if we didn't already have mad respect for Mickie James. We have even more now. Mickie James is that gal, man. Love that. And even in her 40s, man, she is a MILF personified. So I love what she talked about, man. And if they want to call her bitter, that's their prerogative. They don't know Mickie James. Hey, Merrick, thank you. JDE, haven't seen you in a minute, man. 5-spot coffee. He says, number 1, what's good, man? Long time no see. We still rocking. Haven't seen you in a minute, JDE, but it's good to see you up in here. Hopefully you're doing good, man. I just had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, JDE. Much love and respect, man. Hopefully it was good, dude. Hopefully this upcoming year is going to be better than last. And he says, number 2, I started a podcast with my friends. I'm done being quiet. That's awesome, brother. Speak out, man, and as long as you're spitting that truth, man. You know, don't just dick ride a company. Speak that truth down the middle. You'll gain that following, man. JDE, happy birthday, dude. Much love and respect. Carlos with another 5 spot says, BC, that's not bad news. That's reality. The AEW doctor has to close and everyone there has to find their spot. Absolutely. Oh, the AEW door has to close. Carlos, you got to cap it, man. I would love to see Karrion Kross over there, Keith Lee, Adam Cole, Bay, Gargano, Ciampa. I would love to see them in an AEW ring. But hold on, man. After we get Punk and Daniel Bryan, we have to see if there's a spot for Murphy and Bray Wyatt, and then by then it's too full. I don't think you can bring in Adam Cole at that point because it's a disservice to him. Where do you put him? Carlos, you know I fully agree, man. I started the program off like that. Much love, dude. War Dog. Another 5 spot from War Dog. Tony Khan will eventually take in one last ex-WWE star like Bray if possible. After that, Tony has to close that door. That's what I'm thinking, War Dog. I think Bray Wyatt's the last one, man. I think Adam Cole just misses it. Not that he doesn't add value to that company, obviously, and not that it's not going to be better for him and the fans, but there's no place. There's just no place, man. You guys know I'm speaking reality here. That's way too many superstars, man. I know we never thought that'd be a problem. It's a fucking problem because, again, you got to think about AEW's homegrown superstars, too. We're not even thinking of that. And then we keep forgetting about Christian and Mox. Where do you put Mox afterwards? I'm telling you, it may sound like it's easy to move these puzzle pieces, but it's much harder. War Dog. Thanks, brother. Sheriff Rivers, a 5 spot. I told you already, not enough space in AEW. It's quite absurd how everyone says the next released talent is AEW bound. I agree, Sheriff Rivers, but there is excitement. You got to agree, Sheriff Rivers. It's because we do want to see AEW succeed as much as we want to see these superstars succeed. And we know deep down that AEW is a prime place for all of that to happen. Unfortunately, their roster is about to bust. Like literally implode because it's so full. The bubble is about to pop. And it's almost like Vince knows that, so he's like feeding Tony Khan talent. It's weird what he's doing, bro. But yeah, Sheriff Rivers, man, it's capped, man, or it has to be. I think Bray would be the last one, and even then, you're overpacked. You have a lot of decisions to be made. I think a couple people have to be cut, unfortunately, if you're going to bring in a Bray. It's sticky situations, man. Rough waters. Sheriff Rivers, thank you. Carlos ran another 5 spot, man. BC AEW will be fine if they split the talent now. Half to the new show Rampage, half stays on Dynamite. But, Carlos, then you're kind of doing a SmackDown Raw thing, and I'm not necessarily a big fan of that. Because you're going to get a lot of casuals that either don't or just can't tune into both shows, so you're almost at the same time splitting your own audience. Case in point, Carlos, if you see SmackDown's fucking numbers usually, right? They're usually around 2.0, 2.1 even. Sometimes they dip into the 1.9. Monday Night Raw's rating usually 1.8, 1.7, 1.6s, right? Even we saw them at 1.4 2 months ago, or a month ago. My point is, even between the two shows, you have a difference of about 300,000 viewers. I don't know if I want to start splitting up talent for Rampage and Dynamite, but clearly you're right, Carlos. They're going to have to do that because there is too much talent. They're going to sprinkle some talent on Elevation, some YouTube Dark, some Rampage, and the majority on Dynamite. So they are going to sprinkle. You're going to get your way, Carlos, and it's going to happen. My problem is you're going to end up splitting some of your audience. More of the casual type, mind you, but you are going to do that. Carlos, much love, brother. Carlton Bartley, 10 spot, couple of coffees. I'll take a salute to that, Carlton Bartley. I want to see all pro wrestling companies succeed. That's what keeps fans excited even more. I do want to see ROH and NWA go mainstream and get a big TV deal. Their talents are amazing. Carlton Bartley, no, you're not going to get a disagreement from me. I just think what NWA is doing right now is so good for business in so many ways. Everything they're doing is correct right now. And as far as ROH, some of my favorite wrestlers right now are in ROH. So Carlton Bartley, I'm with you. Thank you, dude, for that 10 spot. Couple of coffees. Not Puffy, 199. Hey, what's good, BC and Amp Unit? Hey, Not Puffy, I got a question for you. How you doing, huh? Not Puffy. Salute, dude. We're doing all right, man. We doing good. We getting amped. Darian Romero, $4.99 coffee. This is why it's hard for women who really go through this to come forward, because people like that, it's sick and it's sad. Darian Romero, I agree. And Darian's talking about the Darby Allin situation. If you guys are just tuning into the stream and you don't know, we're not going to go over it again. But Darby Allin is involved in a situation now where it's a he said, she said type of a deal unless mega facts come out. And there's a lot more to this story. It's just that so many stories have come out to be false. Enzo, Matt Riddle, Velveteen so far, Johnny Depp, if you want to go outside the WWE and wrestling world. And all of this is being debunked. So what if Darby Allin in this story is false? And it wasn't what it was said to be. This is going to make it hard for people that are actually abused or compromised in some way to come out and tell their story. It's gonna stop that. It's gonna make them think twice. It's doing a disservice, and that's why the truth does need to come out for Darby, man, and I hope it does. Or it might just be so absurd to him that him and his lawyer might just say, fuck this, what the fuck? I don't know, but I absolutely agree. Darian Romero, man, it's a sticky situation. Dante Jarrett, 23, 5 spot. BC is the best there is, there was, and will ever be. Remember, everything came out about Tessa when she was about to become champ. Dante Jarrett, 23, absolutely, man. Everybody heard she was about to get the rocket. All of a sudden, you heard about how mean Tessa is backstage. You heard about the bullying of Tessa Blanchard. You heard about companies not wanting to sign Tessa Blanchard. You heard about wrestlers not wanting to work with Tessa Blanchard. No doubt, Dante Jarrett, 23. Good example there, bro. Christopher Blackshear, $1.99. These female accusers want DNA, dish and attention. I don't know what the other word is, and they want the attention. Yeah, Christopher Blackshear, I think I know where you're getting at, man. And it's ruining people like Darby Allin because they're about to get the rocket, and then even if they come back to that, right? Even if Tony Khan wants to bring, hey, man, clear this up, and when you come back, your spot will be here. It's still ruining the momentum for Darby Allin. It ruined people like Enzo, Velveteen for sure, John Depp, so many, man. It absolutely ruined them, so. Christopher Blackshear, I wholeheartedly agree, man. Oh, Christopher Blackshear, DNA, dick, and attention. Okay, I got you, Christopher. I got you. I never heard it put like that, Christopher Blackshear. Alright. I like it. I can't say you're wrong, Christopher Blackshear. I can't say you're wrong, brother. I can't, man. Cyan Elite 4K. Bring back .2spot. Bring back WWE game content. End the losing streak. Bring back WWE game content. End the losing streak. I don't know what that means, Cyan Elite 4K. Bring back WWE game content and end the losing streak. For who? You still up in here? I'm on a delay, but I'll try to swing back. Cyan Elite 4K. JDE 10 spot, couple of coffees. I agree with AEW needing to slow down on pulling in talents. Also, I will get heat for this, but if Sasha wins again, then I'm not trying to see her lose at WrestleMania 38. I'm sorry, bro. If Sasha wins, I don't think Sasha's going to get the title from, I mean, that would be horrible for, and this is a pro Sasha channel. That would be horrible for Bianca to win it at Mania and lose it already at SummerSlam to the same person that she beat for it. That would be stupid booking, and I love Sasha. It's a pro Sasha channel. But no, I wouldn't even want to see that, JD. Absolutely, bro. And as far as AEW needing to cap their talent, yeah. A few more, bring them in. You might have to release a few people, but then you have to put a stop to that. I'm sorry, Adam Cole. It would be cool. There's no room, baby. JDE, thanks, dude. Cyan Elite, are you up in here? Oh, I see you, Cyan Elite. Okay. Remember you used to play SmackDown vs. Raw and never could win. Oh, Cyan Elite. Yeah, I'm still on my losing. I never won, bro. That was like SmackDown vs. Raw, like 2003, 6, 8. I don't know how many moons ago, years ago. And you could do your own. Cyan Elite remembers this. Undisputed, I believe, is what he went by back then. You used to be GM mode. So I would go into GM mode too, and I would always try to win Raw over SmackDown or whatever. And I could never win, man. It was hard to fucking be GM. It's total conspiracy on that shit, man. They made it so it was impossible to win that game. But yeah, as far as being a wrestler, I'm on a losing streak, man. I have to go back and find out how many losses I have so far. I'm the opposite of Goldberg on WWE Smackdown versus Raw. And that is why I don't play video games. I miss Mario, man. You know what I should do? One day I should do a live stream of me playing Mario, like the original Nintendo Mario, and see if I still got it, because I used to be able to knock off Koopa and get that princess. Maybe I should try that one day. Who the fuck knows? Cyan Elite 4K, absolutely. JDE, no doubt, man. Cyan Elite 4K also with a 2 spot says Anna Jay or Julia Hart. Who's hotter? Ooh. Ah, man. I'm gonna go Ty Conti. No, I'm playing. We'll go Julia Hart. We'll go Julia Hart, Cyan Elite 4K. Julia Hart, I'm gonna say. But Anna Jay is not a consolation prize. Beauty personified. Chaos, CAK, 5 spot. What's up, BC? What up, Chaos, CAK? Didn't watch Raw again. Fuck VKM. Glad Cody put over Malachi Black. Shows he cares for the talent in business. Absolutely, man. Everybody always was concerned when Cody would win a match. Oh, here goes Cody booking himself strong again. Cody should have been booked like a main event player. Cody is that dude, man. There's no doubt he should be winning more than he's losing. I knew that Cody knows what he should be doing. Cody knew when the loss was going to mean the most. So you had people, man, and I'm talking some AEW faithful, that said that QT Marshall should have been beating Cody. And I was like, what are you fucking talking about? No! Cody should be losing when it matters the most for somebody that needs that W the most. Well, you're just inserting Black. You need to make an initial huge impact, no pun intended to TNA, but a huge impact. What better way than a dude who's mostly on a winning streak like Cody? Somebody who's considered by many to be a main event player, and he loses via squash to Aleister Malachi Black. I think that's fucking badass. Cody not only did the job, Cody did it in the best way possible, and then he teases the retirement, and then he has Black beat the shit out of him afterwards. Cody not only did the job for Black, Cody passed a little bit of a torch. He said, dude, we ain't just going to sign you. We believe in you. We're immediately going to put you into the main event scene. We're immediately going to have you end my time here so I can go film with the Big Show Paul White. And when I come back, we'll revisit this. But I'm going to make you look strong as fuck because you deserve this. Because Vince McMahon for 3 years treated you like shit, and that's wrong. Here, we like to try to do things the right way. That's basically the message, Chaos, CAK. Thank you for that, super. That's basically the message that Cody sent there, AEW as a whole. And that's why I respect Tony Khan a lot more than Vince McMahon sitting here today. Chaos, CAK. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Hopefully I got everybody, man. A lot more came. This was only supposed to be a little, just some hot topics, man. You guys came in strong, dude. I tried to get you out of here in a half an hour. Clearly that doesn't work. B-Love. What up, B-Love? $9.99, a couple of coffees. B-Love in the building, in the boundland. I'm thinking you mean building, B-Love, right? B-Love in the bounding. I like that too, man. What up, BC? Not much, B-Love. We rocking it amplified style. Hopefully all is good with you. Here's some coffees for your Friday. Thank you, B-Love. With all the talk about Cole going to AEW, I'm just over here missing the Undisputed Era's entrance theme song. Much love, bro. Right back to you, B-Love. Me too, man. They crushed that before Adam Cole was even in contract negotiations. They already got rid of them, man. They tarnished that. They broke them up. And now good luck finding O'Reilly into a top spot, man. Good luck. That's all I'm saying. Good luck finding Fish into that spot. Roddy Strong, maybe, but it's never going to be what it could have been. And as far as the entrance theme, one of the most badass, bro. But, everybody puts Triple H on a pedestal. Let's be honest, NXT is a shell of what it once was. And on top of that, Vince McMahon has both hands into the NXT cookie jar. So there's a lot of decisions being made that Triple H has no control over, and Triple H is too scared to stand up for himself. He's thinking fucking he's been punished before by his father-in-law. He's going to get it again. So it's just a bad situation with NXT right now, man. B-Love, thank you, dude. Thank you for the coffees. Just a shitty situation for Triple H to be in. Mr. D'Amico Endurance, 5-spot coffee. Thank you, Mr. D'Amico. D'Amico will say endurance. I like that. What are the chances AEW or even WWE will face the same fate as WCW? Well, Mr. D'Amico Endurance, Vince McMahon is banking on that. I honestly believe that he wants to give Tony Khan all of this talent, cut them, and he knows that Tony will eat them up. And I think Vince McMahon is banking on the fact that Tony will have so much talent, eventually, if the ship is too overcrowded, what happens? It sinks. I think McMahon truly is not counting on the fact that Tony Khan knows what he's doing. I think Vince McMahon disrespects Tony Khan so much that he is banking literally financially that Tony Khan is going to sink this ship. And his words last week with that Q&A, or this past week, remember what Vince McMahon said? Vince McMahon was asked if he sees them as competition, and what did Vince say? Vince McMahon, in the arrogance on this motherfucker, he said, not only do I not think of them as competition, they're nowhere in the league of how we view WCW. I mean, this is the utmost disrespect you can give Tony Khan in that company. That might light a fire underneath Tony Khan's ass and all the boys. You heard Cody before he got attacked by Malachi post-match this Wednesday night. He got on the mic, and before he was going to tease that retirement, or part of the tease, he actually said, we are certainly competition. That was a direct quote right back to McMahon. Tony Khan was on a podcast earlier this morning, and Tony Khan said, this is what we went to TNT to tell them originally. We said we feel we can be that competition. Tony Khan reiterated what Cody said. We certainly are competition. So they're pissed off over what Vince said, and I don't blame them. Who was that? Mr. D'Amico Endurance. So yeah, I don't know about the chances, man, but Vince McMahon is banking that they're going to be like WCW, make a ton of mistakes, and Vince will be there to pick up the pieces. And maybe in his mind, even buy AEW. Could you imagine that? That's what the dude is thinking. He's got another thing coming, man, because Tony Khan is smarter than he's giving him credit for. Carlos Ray. Before I even read this, let me give a salute to Carlos. BC, I would have taken that Darby news a lot more seriously if she would have come out with it at the beginning, not now. Yeah, well, Carlos, the crazy part is she talked about it last year out of nowhere. She said she wasn't going to name names because it's not about bringing anybody down. She just wants to let it off her chest, basically. And then now that Darby is getting all this steam, he might be an opponent for CM Punk. Now all of a sudden she name drops and comes out with these accusations. It's like, come on, bro. You can't do that to somebody. You better have stone cold facts. Because too many people are being accused of shit. And then when they say, oh, fine, I'm getting lawyered up. You want to talk shit? I'm going to flip the tables. And if we find out you're lying, you're going to jail. And what happens? They end up saying, oh, sorry, I'm going to take it down. I'll shut up. Because they know it's a lie. Now, I don't know about this situation, man. But I know that if this is false, man, and Darby Allin is being accused of this a year, fucking 2 years later, that's fucked up. It was fucked up when it happened to Enzo. It was fucked up when it happened to John Depp. It's fucked up when it happens to Matt Riddle. It's fucked up when it happens to all these motherfuckers. And it's making it harder for people that are actually a victim of something to come out and speak about it because everybody else is coming out and being found to be not true. It's rough waters, bro, but Darby Allin deserves his say, man. I hate this new thing where everybody is vilified the second somebody accuses somebody. No, absolutely not on this channel. I'll tell you that much. Not absolutely not, bro. We base this whole channel is based on facts. We're not just going to vilify somebody because somebody said something. He said, she said. Fuck that shit. If that's the case, we would believe Meltzer on every story he comes out with. But fuck, this would just be a Meltzer fucking, Meltzer said this, Meltzer said that, because 99% of the time, Meltzer's fucking wrong. Carlos, much love, dude, absolutely. Martin Ryan Empire, 2-spot. I will rather watch Roman Reigns on my TV screen. Then what Martin Ryan Empire? NXT, maybe? I don't think I would doubt you, man. NXT used to be the shit. Thank you, Martin Ryan Empire, for that 2-spot. I don't blame you, man. NXT used to be the shit. Now it's a shell of what it once was. Sheriff Rivers. Hold on, Sheriff Rivers. I lost you for a second. Sheriff Rivers, there you are. 5 spot. You should check my girl, the Prodigy, Roxy, out. She's good as fuck. I will check out, man. I think I've heard a little bit. I'll do a little bit more research, Sheriff Rivers. Sounds like maybe even a looker. Always a plus. Eric Decker, 5 spot coffee. Vince is like, I love those NXT cookies, damn it. I'd chew them and spit them out with crumbs all over, damn it. Yeah, he couldn't help himself, man, but to dip into that NXT cookie jar, Eric Decker. And we heard the reports that he personally went down there to see Karrion Kross and others. And it's like, bro, just let Triple H do his thing, man. Or if you are going to have them come up, do them right? Do a justice by them. No, he goes down there, sees them, and immediately thinks I have to humble and embarrass them so they learn the main roster way. And all you did is you initially ruined Karrion Kross. I'm not going to use the B word, buried, but you ruined him to the point where it's going to take a long time now for him to dig out of that. I hate that shit, bro. Keith Lee isn't much better. He's been there for over a fucking year. Eric Decker, thank you, bro. Anis Sarwar, $4.99 says, Will we ever see Ibushi versus Omega in AEW? That's one of my dream storylines that was left unchecked. It's up there with AJ Styles versus Omega. You're going to see it, Anis. Tony Khan is willing to work with everybody, man, aside from WWE because McMahon won't do it. But you'll see Ibushi and Omega, bro. You'll see that shit in AEW. Inside of an AEW ring. It won't be again in Japan. Or maybe again in Japan, but you'll see it in AEW, Anis. Thank you, brother. Mark those words. At least I'm hoping too, man. I'm right there with you. Cyan Elite 4K, 2 spot. False accusation should equal prison time. Absolutely. Cyan Elite 4K. There's no doubt there should be a mandatory 90 days at least. You want to lie about somebody, you go directly to fucking jail. But I think it's cool when the wrestlers know it's bullshit. They lawyer up. I think it's awesome. Initially, for the most part, a lot of the accusers will actually shut the fuck up right there because they know they don't want to be outed. They're like, nope, forget that shit. Well, you can't have your fucking cake and eat it too, brah. You're going to talk shit about somebody, you better be prepared for them to lawyer up and we gonna rock. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Cyan Elite 4K. John Cena, man, I love this. John Cena. He took off his WWE corporate hat for a second, just for a fucking second, and he just told the truth. And before I get to that, I just want to read what he said here, man. He says this, and I quote, I didn't want to really leave in the first place, but I was faced, with a bold choice, and that bold choice is try your hand at another way of entertaining people through movies and television, but if you take that risk, then you can't be on the WWE in a full capacity. He says, I could speak maybe, or I could be an announcer, but you can't participate. You can't have matches because the insurance companies bound you to the production. That's very fair terms. This is the first time, since Fast came out. The Suicide Squad is coming out on August the 6th. We just dropped the trailer for Vacation Friends. I've been filming movies a lot, and that's why I've been away. This is the first time I got a break. I have this block of time, so instead of taking a deep breath and kind of letting it all sink in, I wanted to go home and see my family in WWE. So back to the ring I go. And then he says this. I love this, man. Let me make sure I have it. He says this. Listen to this carefully because it's everything BC has said for years, man. And finally, the fucking corporate honcho himself, John Cena, is admitting this. Man, I wish there was some sort of fountain of youth where I could be a full-time contributor. The longer they, Vince, WWE, continues to bet on an aging prospect like me, that makes their WWE's future a bit less stable. A bit. That's Cena trying to keep some type of corporate mainstay. He's trying to throw Vince a little bit of a bone. He literally says, the longer they continue to bet on an aging prospect, that makes WWE's future a little bit less stable. You think, John? For this dude to even admit it, that we can't do this forever, he's basically saying there's no new stars, bro. In 5, 10, 15 years, when you want a Legends Night, or you're going to have a Hall of Fame, or you're going to have a returning legend or a returning superstar from the past, who's showing up? Ninja Tozawa? Is Drew Gulak going to take the place of a Goldberg? Is Ninja Tozawa going to take the place of Brock Lesnar? Who's doing it? Is Mansoor going to take the place of Randy Orton? Are you going to have fucking James Ellsworth come back in place of John Cena? I mean, I just don't understand. If your own, not only your own talent, if somebody like John Cena is now saying, dude, this company's going to be less stable if they continue to do what they're doing. That's what he said. That's his words. John Cena is coming out and saying, this company's going to be even more less stable if they keep going this way. And for years, BC was called the negative guy, right? I was the bad guy because I was saying this. Because I'm pissed off that Goldberg is being thrusted right into a championship match. And the WWE dick riders are like, oh, shut up, man. You're never happy. What? I'm fucking... It's common sense. It's not about being happy, man. I don't give a fuck about anybody's feelings, including my own. I'm about telling the truth. I want the company to succeed. In doing that, you're going to have to maybe, one day, you're going to have to do this crazy concept. You're going to have to create stars. You know the term superstar? We use that lightly, don't we? Because there are no more superstars. Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns was the only larger-than-life superstars. Well, he just kicked Bray Wyatt to the fucking curb, took a shit on the Fiend, and now we only have Roman Reigns. Who the fuck else is larger than life in that company? Let me answer for you. Zero. There's nobody larger than life. So John Cena's correct. Who the fuck is showing up in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? Nobody. And BC was just trying to say, common sense-wise, why is Goldberg coming back every 6 months to a year in the same position? In the same fucking position that we saw him for the past several years. I just saw a clip, guys, from 2017's Royal Rumble. In JR9 Gaming, confirm that for me. I believe it was 2017's Royal Rumble where Goldberg came back. And Michael Cole, while he was making his way into the Rumble match, Michael Cole was like, Goldberg honestly thinks he has one more title run left in him. And he eliminated Brock Lesnar in that Rumble, and he went face-to-face with The Undertaker. Was that 2017 JR9? I think it was. Yeah, Goldberg 2017. Thank you, JR9 Gaming. So, that was in 2017 where Michael Cole said, Goldberg thinks he has one more big title run. Okay, Michael Cole. Well, he had that. He had 1, 2, 3 more title runs. Michael Cole, what about the rest of 2017? What about 2018, Michael Cole? What about 2019? What about 2020? What about 20... So here we are 5 years later, and we're playing out the same fucking situation. There's no build to a title match. Goldberg is just coming in, and he just goes into the ring after being gone for a year, and he goes, "You're next!" And the person he's about to take the belt from is like, oh shit, okay. That's it. There's no build. None at all. Like this past Monday, he just showed up, he said a bunch of words, and he spears MVP, and then he goes to the back. Wow, I can't wait for this title match. You saw when he took didn't he take the title from Kevin Owens? I don't think that was Brock, I think that was Goldberg. Kevin Owens had to drop the title because Goldberg had to come back and be Why can't he just come back in an exhibition match? I don't give a fuck if he takes out Mansoor. If that makes people cry, too bad. I understand Mansoor has a lot of fans. He's a good talent. But it's much better than just killing off Bobby Lashley or Kevin Owens or a Kofi Kingston or a Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt, oh my God, don't even get me started on that. That was one of my most amplified videos I ever created. When Goldberg came back just to be thrusted into a match with Bray Wyatt, beat him in just a couple of minutes with his 3 moves of doom. Why? Why did Bray have to drop that championship? The fucking Fiend of all characters. Why did Kevin Owens have to drop that championship? And why does Bobby Lashley? Because don't put it past the old bastard. Saturday, I almost said Sunday. SummerSlam is on Saturday this year. Just a couple of weeks, right? Next Saturday, some shit. Saturday morning, Vince McMahon, even if Bobby Lashley is supposed to keep the title, Vince McMahon could rip that up and say, Goldberg, changing plans, you're winning. And Bobby Lashley gets crushed. How do we know this? Because we've seen it time and time again. My question is, why do we have to see Goldberg in the same situation every time he comes back? You can't have him just in a storyline to build up an exhibition match? And that's what pisses us off, man. Anyway, back to what I was saying about John Cena, man. I love how he just came out and said that. Probably because he's not in that bubble 24/7 anymore like he used to be. He's more free to say things like that. But I love how he came out and he admitted, and again, I'll say this quote, the longer they continue to bet on an aging prospect, that makes WWE, their future, a little bit less stable. And he knows that means a lot less stable. He's trying to maintain a little bit of fucking corporate hoopla. But I'm proud of that, man. That's one of the very few times you see John Cena just take off the corporate hat and just be fucking honest, man. That's what we need. Oh, man. I saw you VIPs. Hold on, man. I just had to talk about all that John Cena? Sean Connery? John Cena. I can fucking speak. Another swig. Carlton Bartley, a 20 spot, man. 4 Starbuckses and about 7 Dunkins. Salute, Carlton Bartley. 20 spot. ROH and NWA are definitely competition to WWE, just like AEW and Impact Wrestling are. I was shocked that Billy Corgan agreed to bring back the NWA Women's Tag Team belts. After 1983, it never was seen again until now. Yeah, Billy Corgan's not afraid to go back old school. He's already told us that, and he's shown us that with his words. With his actions, not just his words. So I'm glad that Billy Corgan did that, absolutely. As far as the women's tag belts, I'm all for them as long as they're not used as Vince McMahon uses his women's tag straps, or any of his tag straps. Absolutely meaningless, right? You can debunk them because they're not prestigious at all. So at least Billy Corgan, the difference between him and McMahon, he's going to utilize those titles much fucking better. And as far as ROH and NWA being competition to Vince, of course they are. Not on a big, grand scale. But anytime that you're in the same type of product with somebody, of course it's competition. There's no fucking doubt. Now, to what level? At what point does Vince have to look in the rearview mirror and see like somebody like Tony Khan, for instance, driving up behind him in the fast lane and about to put him into the breakdown lane if he doesn't pull over or go to the right lane? At what point does that happen? That's all on whoever's leading the race. But if you're in the same product and you have any type of television deal, yeah, man, you could be looked at as competition. No doubt, Carlton Bartley. Absolutely, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you for those coffees. Also, thank you, man. I just saw that. I forgot to even fucking say thank you to you guys on this, man. Over 200. I didn't even mention that on the ups. That was just you guys doing that on your own. Fucking, I always appreciate that. It helps the algorithm. And I totally even forgot about it. So that's cool. We're going over 250 pretty soon on that. Thank you for smashing that, showing the love, guys. It means a lot. Keegan Dunleavy. Keegan with a 2 spot says Shad Khan net worth $8.3 billion. Vince McMahon 1.9. Exactly, Keegan. I'm not for like just going and getting daddy's money, but if Tony really gets into this thing and he really wants to plant McMahon on his ass, no doubt I would take a loan from my pops. Not even just take it like a fucking here's a gift. No. I'd be like, no, I want to pay every cent back. You can even put interest. But allow me this. And allow me to give this dude an uppercut. Let me knock him out. Keegan Dunleavy. Absolutely. No question, man. That net worth is a huge contrast. Shad Khan can do some fucking damage, brah. Thank you, Keegan, for that coffee. War Dog. The War Dog up in the supers, man, again with a coffee. Thank you, BC, for the news, especially the one with Darby. Much love, BC. Salute. Right back to you, War Dog. You're welcome, man. I'm glad I had some time before SmackDown and we could shoot the shit, man. And basically no fucking time, man. We had no time to come live. I just gave like 7 or 8 minutes of warning. And I'm glad that hundreds were able to catch this live and thousands later. War Dog, I can always count on you, Carlos, and so many others being right here at the beginning. I see NJPW girl up in here as well. I see Iron Riez. I see fucking Renee. Camila's Corner. I see a lot of my tried and trues up in here, and that's always fucking awesome, man. Thank you. On such short notice to zero notice, it's good to know that we show up and we show up loud. So, War Dog, I'm going to flip that on you if you don't mind. Thank you, dude. Anis Sarwar, $4.99. Bobby Lashley should squash Goldberg to put an end to his nonsense booking. Let's have Lashley write him off for good. Now, Anis, here's the thing with that, bro. Because I would say you're right? Let's have Lashley do it, but it's not going to do shit because we've seen this before, Anise. We've seen Brock Lesnar fuck up Goldberg quickly. What's going to happen, Anise? The second that Vince McMahon feels he needs a big fucking talent, right? They're going to go back to Saudi Arabia soon. They're going to bring Goldberg in. He's going to be in a big fucking main event championship match, probably at Super Showdown or whatever. WrestleMania, maybe he'll have one of the 3 main events. He'll be a fucking Raw. Who knows? The point is, he's going to be right back into another main event title match. And they're going to try to forget that somebody even squashed him. We've already seen Goldberg get squashed, and it's like it never fucking happened. He comes back a year older, 2 years older, and he comes back fucking even more diabolical? It's starting to not even make sense at this point. I'm okay if Vince wants to bring back Goldberg. He still has some value, believe it or not. I'm not totally trashing this. I'm just saying, bring him into an exhibition. Not in a main event, not for a title. Neither of those scenarios. This motherfucker has him in both. Well, that's just not cool, as Negan would say. For my show Walking Dead. Which, by the way, what the fuck was Daryl thinking? Daryl got Glenn killed. Now, I know you guys are years ahead of me on this. I just watched it. I love Daryl, bro, but that fucking pissed me off. You couldn't have held back that punch. Did you honestly think Negan was just gonna give you a love tap with Lucille? He got Glenn killed, bro. It could have just been Sheamus, a.k.a. Abraham. I call him Sheamus. Anyway, I just had to bring that up. Anise, I agree, but if Bobby Lashley squashes him, do not be surprised if they bring Goldberg right the fuck back to do it again. Because that's what they do, man. And I want to end this stream, guys. What time? What's the fucking time? I don't even got the... Oh, we still have a half an hour before Smack. We're good. I want to end this with, Melina. I don't know if you guys watch Impact or not. One of my girls, Mickie James, brought back another one of my girls, Melina. Melina is back. I know she's been back on the Independents a little bit anyway, but she's back in that Impact ring on a little bit, just a little bit of a bigger stage where she can get a lot more eyeballs at least, man. And I really feel that Melina wanting to she doesn't need to do this. Her wanting to come back originally, bro, I love that because I just love Melina and everything she could do in that ring. I'm not saying she was the best pound for pound skillful wrestler, but she checked off a lot of fucking entertainment boxes and wrestling boxes. She just had that it factor, bro. And I love seeing her in these positions. I don't feel like she should just be hidden in independents or playing around somewhere in like an NWA. I wish she was in WWE right now or in AEW right now. I wish she was in an even bigger stage, ROH. But Impact, man, to see her show up. Mickie James, I love seeing Melina and Mickie James, man, too, man, because they can both still rock out better than 90% of the fucking females we have today. And Melina with the Deonna Purrazzo fucking, the virtuoso. You guys may remember from NXT. She's the current champion, and she's going to be defending at, I believe that's going to be the Empower event, right? Is it Empower? Somebody correct me. Mickie James's event for the all-females. Empower with 3 R's or some shit. NWA Empower, right? Yeah. Yeah, Santivia said, not WWE. Vince would have Melina jobbing to almost superhero. That is true, actually. I just think she should have a much bigger stage is what I'm saying, though, because we know this is the tail end of her career, and the fact that she even wants to do this, pretty fucking cool, man. So it was just cool to see her. I don't know, man. You guys just know I'm a big Melina fan, so to me that was so cool to see her in there and going for a title. Whether you like it or not, we talk about people just showing up and being thrusted into a title match. Sometimes I'm absolutely okay with it because it's somebody who doesn't just do it non-fucking stop. Or it's somebody who has been claiming she's running through the roster like Deonna has been saying and has been doing. So Mickie James is literally saying, okay, well, you claim you're so big and badass. You claim you're the best. You claim you're running through everybody. Well, sign this contract because Mickie said we've been on a handshake deal. Sign this contract and I have an opponent for you at Empower. So actually, storyline-wise, it did make sense. This isn't like WWE where Goldberg's music is hitting, and here comes dan 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 boom 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 boom, and he starts breathing like a dragon, and he shows them, he goes, "You're next." And we see the same thing 6 months later, and 6 months later, and 6 months later, and put that shit on auto repeats. No, with Melina, this is different. It actually makes a little bit of fucking sense. Who would have thought? So it was good, man, and whether you like it or not, no longer matters. Melina is going for a championship at Empower versus Deanna, man. I really enjoy this. It's going to be pretty badass, man. Yeah, we're still waiting for AJ Lee with CM Punk showing up to, who was that? Anise? With CM Punk showing up to AEW, man. Possible that AJ Lee is showing up as well not too long after. You know it's going to happen. She's still in great shape, too, man. It's not like she went and had 3 kids with CM Punk, Phil Brooks. No, she has stayed in really good shape. Like, she could wrestle tonight. She could wrestle at fucking Wednesday night for AEW if she had to. So, AJ Lee still has it, man. AJ Lee can still probably run circles around a lot of that fucking time. I'm going to tell you guys one of the crimes in pro wrestling. I truly feel this way. And I'm glad she's doing what she feels is best for her mental health and what's best for her, and she's trying new things, writing books, getting into comics, maybe some acting. It's great that she's doing what she wants to do. But she was so good, I felt, and she was so young, and she had so much more to offer, that I feel it's criminal that this many years went by. That many years got ticked off the clock, and AJ Lee was putting out no wrestling matches, no contents, not putting out anything. It's criminal. And again, I'm not blaming her. I'm glad she's doing what she's doing, but for her. But also for her, she could have been building a legacy on top of what was already a legacy. In the short amount of time that AJ Lee was in WWE, do you realize she gave wrestling fans some of the most memorable moments in female history in the company. In the history. I mean, storyline-wise, you could pick up a plethora. I mean, I can, off the top of my dome piece, I remember she was in that triangle with, or square with Kane, Daniel Bryan, and John Cena. Do you guys remember how she was, like, making out with one every fucking week and you never knew who she was gonna go with? And then the whole connection with Daniel Bryan, bro, was badass. AJ Lee and Daniel Bryan was so cool. And then what about Big E? You guys remember Big E and the whole, when he was carrying around the briefcase, and AJ Lee? I mean, I can remember all of this, and she was only there a few years. Could you imagine if AJ Lee was there the last 5+, or anywhere, creating those memories? And right now, she was giving her retirement world tour. But no, we didn't have her, man, we just didn't have her for years, and she stayed in great shape, and we know she could have ran circles around everybody, but it just never happened. And but good for her, man. Jennifer Pierce, always with the comment, man. Jennifer Pierce. Salute to Jennifer Pierce for always making BC laugh, man. You always got the best quotes, man. AJ Lee's quote, "Talent is not sexually transmitted." AJ Lee was the best, man. AJ Lee, man, she started the women's revolution. A lot of people like to dispute that because of what they think. I'm using factual terms here. If you guys look up the definition of revolution, it was AJ Lee. The definition of revolution is going against the grain in authority. At the time, AJ Lee was the one going against authority. Everything was moving in the divas direction. Everything was total divas or going to be total Bellas. Remember? It wasn't Melina, or what was her name before Melina? Remember Paige and what the fuck was Paige in there, man? Everybody thought they started the revolution. Paige versus it wasn't Melina. What the fuck was her original name? Emma. It was just Emma, right? Remember, she used to come out with the fucking bubble. And she would pop her bubbles. A lot of people thought that it was Emma versus fucking Paige that started it, because after that, they were given a short amount of time, and everybody started tweeting, like, give divas a chance. You guys remember that? And give women a chance and all that. But that's not a revolution. That's not going against the grain or authority. So they actually didn't start a revolution. That all helped. It's all a little brick in the building. That's nice. But you're talking about who started something, right? It was not the Bellas. It was not Total Divas bringing eyeballs to WWE. It was not Emma and Paige having a match that was only 2 minutes and everybody got pissed off and sent out hashtags. AJ Lee, her character, first of all, on TV, was literally going against the system. She was anti-divas, remember? That was her promo against the Bellas. You prance around like a diva, I'm an actual wrestler. That was basically her message. And then, do you guys remember she went on social? No longer in character. And she called out Stephanie McMahon for not giving the women an actual chance. She wasn't just sending out a hashtag or a tweet to anybody or just to put it out there to show frustration. She went right to the fucking authority. That is the definition of revolution. So it's always hilarious when people try to argue that. You know, it's funny to me because it's like they're arguing with a wall because BC's not hearing it. I'm literally using the definition of revolution. Revolution is what AJ Lee was doing. I never understood that, man. Like how people can dispute it just because they want to say everybody was a part in it, right? That's how it's a participation trophy era that we live in, right? So people like to go, no, basically I disagree because everybody who was involved around that era, they were the starters of the revolution. Well, motherfucker, you know what you just did? You fucking dumb fuck. You just absolutely made up a whole new definition for revolution. Who gave you that authority? Did Webster's Dictionary call you up and say, hey, is this dipshit Guggenheimer? We need you to make a whole new definition for revolution. Yes, I will absolutely. First of all, my name is not dipshit Guggenheimer. It is Timmy. My name is Timmy McGillicuddy. And yes, the new definition for revolution is anyone who participates in a given thing. Anyone that participates in a given thing? That's what it is? Yes, thank you. And can you please give credit to Timmy McGillicuddy? Thank you. Bye. My mom is calling for dinner. Well, shit. Thank you, Timmy McGillicuddy. He just rephrased the whole fucking definition of revolution. So I guess everybody did start it. I hope you guys were entertained in this stream, man. We went a little over an hour. I'm going to let you guys do what you got to do before SmackDown. Much love to all you guys, man. I appreciate having you up in here. Thank you for the over 250. We're about to head toward 300 live with no time fucking as a warning that this stream was even going live. So it's always good to see us inching closer to that 300 mark plus. Thank you for the hundreds that joined us, man. Timmy and his buddies. I see that Timmy and his 5 buddies were crying a little bit. Oh, me. Larry Lockett, $4.99. Why is there a Kofi Kingston wannabe in the Bullet Club right now? Oh, Larry Lockett's throwing it down. Larry Lockett. Why is there a Kofi Kingston wannabe in the Bullet Club right now? Larry Lockett, I'm leaving that on you, bruh. Much love, dude, Larry Lockett. Larry Lockett with another $4.99 says, hey, yo, just sending good vibes and peace. Right back to you, Larry Lockett. Remember, all of you have meaning. All of you matter. I hope you all had a great year so far. May God bless you. Well, you're going to make everybody emotional, Larry Lockett. Right back to you, dude. Hopefully all is good. Larry Lockett. Right back to you, man. Giant Mess, 5-spot coffee. Thank you, Giant Mess. I saw a lot of wrestling journalists say that all women's thing wouldn't really make money, but I remember the WOW company on TV for a good number of years. Absolutely, Giant Mess. If done correctly, dude, an all-women's event will absolutely not only just make money, but it'll be good. It'll be memorable. I didn't mind the Evolution concept as an all-women's pay-per-view. I didn't mind that at all. I felt it was kind of skewed into the wrong category when they started putting together just bad matches. That should have been a whole night of dream matches. Instead, they started doing some weird shit, matches nobody needed or even wanted to see, and Evolution was just kind of tarnished with that. But they still went out there and put out a good event, I felt. It was not the worst producing pay-per-view for WWE. That's a misconception. A lot of people think that was the worst pay-per-view in sales. That was not, actually. And we can go another fucking hour with that. But They did all right, man. If they ever want to do it again, or a Queen of the Ring and people want to shit on it, that's on them. BC is going to allow these females to do what they do. But it's tricky. You say you want to be treated as equal, but then you also say you want your own pay-per-view. You're going to start getting people to question you a little bit. But yeah, man, WoW did tremendous, I feel, Giant Mess. So actually, that's a good link. Thank you, Giant Mess. Carlos, to end this stream the right way, man, with that 5 spot, says, great show, brother. Red team, go! And we just hit over 275, too, guys. So 300, fastly approaching for the thousands that are going to catch this later. So Carlos, I appreciate it. All you guys, I appreciate it. I think I got everybody, I want to say. No, I did not. G-O-D Roshi, 5 spot, coffee. Yo, BC, what's up? I came here when YouTube recommended me your vid of your thoughts of Bray Wyatt. Bray was really my top 5. His FCW promos were just gold. G-O-D Roshi, I'm glad that you were able to find the channel and that you stuck with us, man, and continue to get amplified. So much appreciation to you. And as far as Bray's promos being absolute gold in FCW, they never stopped being gold. G-O-D, you know that. Bray Wyatt continued to be gold. Bray Wyatt continued to be that dependable guy that was going to give you 137% every single night, even when he didn't have it. So yeah, G-O-D, if you're hearing videos on my thoughts about Bray Wyatt, usually they're pretty amplified. So it looks like you at least enjoyed them. G-O-D Roshi, I appreciate it, man. Justin Jones, 2 spot. Oh my God. BC 100% agree about Daryl. Daryl caused Glenn to get killed, bro. It's that simple. If he did not punch Negan, Glenn would have still been around, at least through season 7. But hey, we can't go back and rewrite this shit. Justin Jones, thanks, man. And by the way, I think I missed, hold on. Ashley Steggles, 179. I heard Timmy's cousin, Little Jimmy, booked Raw. Oh boy. This is going to be a doozy if that's the case, Ashley Steggles. But I think I heard the same fucking rumor. Get ready for fruit roll-up galore this Monday night, Ashley Steggles. Thank you. And I want to see. Somebody said I missed a super in yesterday's stream. But I don't think that I did. If I did, I will try to get it. Hold on. Slammin' Sammy Joe. I got you right. Redbeard Braun in the Ascension joining Bray. Maybe I didn't get that. So you would have Rowan, Strowman, and Ascension. I never was big on the Ascension though. But yeah, you're just reforming the Wyatt family though. Do we really want to do that in AEW? I think putting him with maybe Dark Order would be a little bit better. And I don't even know if I'm sold on that, Slammin' Sammy Joe. But I don't think I want to just revive the Wyatt family. I don't know if I want to do that. Of course, they would be utilized better in AEW. I just don't know if I want to go that route. So I believe it was Slammin' Sammy Joe's super that I missed. If I did miss any others, I will eventually get them, man. It takes them a while for them to enter the full list. So, appreciate it, guys. Hopefully that was the one that I missed. Was that? Hold on. I think he's actually... Oh, I thought Slammin' Sammy Joe was up in this bitch. All right, guys. What time? Oh, 10 minutes to spare. We did it. Much love, guys. We'll check you. Thank you for joining this little impromptu stream. Thank you for the 300-ish that smashed that up to show that love. Thank you for the hundreds that tuned in live, the thousands later. It's you guys that keeps this rocking, bro. Much love, everybody. Carlos, you know it, bro. Carlos, War Dog, JR9 Gaming, Renee, NJPW Girl, Christopher Blackshear, Camila's Corner, Sir Charles, Jazz, Eddie, James Miller with the fucking scooters too, Santivia Major, Robert Hurt, Ikea Haywood, Wrestling is Fantastic, Pimp Jesus, Justin Jones, Ashley Steggles, Iron Riaz, Lucas Allen, fuck, sip of coffee, Cedric Gilmer, 1104, Daryl DC Collins, Dave Mealy, I said Lucas Allen, right? Cindy, Annette, Cindy, DeMonte Mabry, Anise, Iron Riaz, Brandon McCrae, Mr. Michael Law, 2011, JR9, you know it. Jennifer Pierce, thank you for those one-liners, man. Always making BC laugh. Edward Jones, Nasmal, Red Team, go! former Super Chat live stream champion Rachel Rocca, Monte L. Woo! How the hell do we have all these motherfuckers? Impromptu, man. I gave you guys 8 minutes notice. We had 500 deep in this sumbitch the whole entire thing, and we don't have 300 on the ups? How the fuck did that happen? Robert Coleman, Quadir, Marie Applewhite 3, Triple J 82. Oh, all right, guys. I got fucking Carlton's coming in last second with a 10 spot, couple of coffees. Carlton says, I felt like WWE left us with a lot of what ifs in with the women's divas division during the Attitude Era. Nicole Bass would have been a beast in that division, but it was ruined because you know why. Carlton, they could have had Stackman, Alundra Blaze, Bull Nakano. You had fucking China going deep at that point. Beth Phoenix was coming in at that point. Jazz. Bro, it could have been deep, Carlton Bartley. I'm talking a couple of years beforehand and post. So I absolutely agree. Carlton, thank you for being an MVP, Carlton Bartley, as well. And thank you for bringing up some of the past wrestling history. You know, BC always loves that. Carlton Bartley, I could not agree more. And Nicole Bass in China, what I could have done feud-wise with them. But Vince dropped the ball on that. Absolutely. Anise, Dante Jaron 23, Carlton Bartley, Trev Reigns, Daniela Fernandez, all you guys, man. 1 away from 300. Let's at least knock that out, man, before we go to SmackDown. There's got to be a 300th out there. Come on, bro. Everybody, much love. We'll hit it. Mystic. Giant Mess. Jazz. We got it, man. We got that 300. Fuck yeah. Now let's go to 400 with the thousands that'll catch us later. Much love, guys. I'm out. Enjoy SmackDown. We'll have the review coming up within the next 24 hours. Check you.